Welcome back, Wired for Crappie. We appreciate you joining us today. We've got something special today in store for you guys. We are actually going to take my grandfather's 1984 Duracraft with a 1985 Mercury 25 horse motor. We're going to take it crappie fishing. It's special for me because my grandfather actually passed last year and I was willed his boat, so that means a lot to me. I've been working on it for 6 months trying to get it back in running condition. Had to rebuild the transom and rebuild the motor, do some different things to it to get it back on the water. So it's special to me, and we're going to go out today and try to catch some crappie. We're going to do a dock shooting show. We're going to go shoot docks. No fish finders on this boat. It's just going to be knowledge of the water and shooting docks that hopefully will hold fish. So hope you enjoy. Come along with us. We'll go through some things later in the show and show you what we're doing and how we're doing it. So. Alright guys, we're out here on Chickamauga Lake. We're going to do a little dock shooting. We've pulled up to a dock here, and we're going to see if we can't pull a few fish out from under it. Again, we're in my grandfather's boat, no fish finders, handheld trolling motor, 1984 Duracraft with a 85 Mercury 25 horse on it. We're doing it the old school way today. So we're going to pull up here and see if we can't catch a few fish off this dock. Come on along with us and let's see what we can. There's one. That's a decent fish. All right. Nice Chickamauga crappie. So what we're doing again, guys, we're using 32nd ounce head. I'll show you this jig. We're using a 32nd ounce head. Got a red head with a pumpkin and chartreuse crappie magnet. And what we're doing is we're holding that bait in our finger, opening our bail. We're bending that rod back like this, okay? And we're letting go simultaneously with our finger and our bait finger and our finger that's holding the line. And we're shooting up underneath these docks to get to these crappie that are suspended underneath these docks in the shade. All right, guys, we've made a move. We're over on a marina now. And on these marinas, a lot of times on the pontoon boats, especially in the summer months, it's July the 12th today, so especially in the summer months, fish will get under these pontoon boats. They're looking for shade, and these marinas can really produce a lot of fish. So see if we can't catch a few. Go. There's one. Decent summer fish. All right, we're back again. Hope you enjoyed seeing a couple fish caught. We are actually, I want to go through our bait a little bit more, a little closer up so that you guys can see this. And we're using crappie magnets today, and they're great baits. And the best color today by far was the pumpkin and chartreuse. Pumpkin we're in Tennessee. Pumpkin in Tennessee has always been a great bait. That's bass, crappie. You know, pumpkin seed is just a great all-around color. So it matches the water well here in Tennessee, and is a really good color. So let's take a look, see if you guys can see that. That is a chartreuse 32nd ounce head with a pumpkin and chartreuse crappie magnet. That was by far our best bait today. So a lot of people come to me and tell me, I'm not confident shooting docks. I'm not confident catching fish off docks. I've done it, but I hadn't caught one fish off a dock, so I'm just not confident going dock shooting. Well, you're never going to get confident unless you go. And a lot of people shoot docks too fast. So one thing that I've learned over the years is patience. Patience is a virtue. You've got to work a dock slow in order, especially with a 32nd ounce head. If you're using a 32nd ounce head, you've got to work that dock slow. You've got to give the fish time to see the bait. You've got to try to figure out what depth of water they're in. You've got to present your bait to the fish correctly, and slower is better. Anytime I take somebody dock shooting for the first time, or maybe not the first time, but the first time that they've actually caught fish under a dock, you know, I always watch how fast they reel. That's one other thing that I watch as they shoot docks, is how fast are they reeling the bait. And 9 times out of 10, I'm telling them, slow down, slow down. Gotta slow down. You have to present your bait to the fish. So with that being said, I like a B&M Sharpshooter 6 for my dock shooting rod. It's got a great backbone. You can really put a bait underneath the dock far. There's a lot of great rods and reels out there on the market. That's the one I prefer. People ask me all the time, how do I get better at dock shooting? You go dock shooting. You know, one trick that I learned when I first started dock shooting, a 5-gallon bucket in the front yard works wonders. You try to shoot into that bucket, lay it on its side, and just sit there and shoot into that bucket. Put it 15, 20 feet in front of you and just shoot, 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 shoot. You can do it in your living room while you're watching TV, sitting in the recliner. You can do it, you know, wherever. Anything to get you used to putting the bait in a small area, in a small window. It's just like shooting a gun or slingshot or anything else. You're basically aiming that bait. You're taking that bait in your fingers, in between your thumb, and I always hold the head with the thumb, with the hook up is the way I do it. Some people hold the hook. I'm not holding the hook. The hook's sharp. I'm not going to hold on to something that's sharp, so I hold the head. But you take that bait in between your thumb and your finger, and I'm right-handed, so I hold the bait with my left hand. You point your rod, and you point your rod where you want to shoot. You keep that rod parallel to the water, and you can put, as you can see, I've got some bow in that rod. You can put a lot of stress on these rods. They can take them, okay? You put a lot of bow in that. You let go at the same time, boom. You can shoot that thing a really long way up underneath these docks to get to these fish that are suspended underneath. So practice does make perfect, okay? But it's a great technique. You can catch fish year-round, and it's very, very productive, and it can put a lot of fish in the boat. So I hope that helps, guys. Go out, find some docks, shoot some docks. Navionics. I can't talk enough about Navionics. Navionics is my best friend. If I'm looking for docks to shoot, I'm at home in the recliner or in the bed looking at Navionics, trying to figure out which docks have the best water underneath them. I mean, Navionics will tell you all that. It'll tell you the docks that are close to the creek channels. It'll tell you the docks that have the right water depth under them. And you can really eliminate a lot of docks on the lake before you even get out there. So that's some tips for you. Let's go back to the lake and catch a few more fish. Another. Smaller guy. Woo! guys, what we're doing is we're shooting underneath these pontoons, in between the pontoons next to the motors. And we're just letting the bait fall. We're using a 32nd ounce head. We're sitting in about 10 or 12 feet of water right now. And I only know that, again, I don't have depth finders today, but I only know that because I have been here before and fished this before. So we're sitting in 10 or 12 feet of water. Funny, I caught 2 fish from the left side of that boat and went to the right side and didn't get bit. Try that right side again. Got bit that time. There's a better fish. Move to the next pontoon. Oh, that's a good fish. Stay on there. If that's a crappie, it's a big one. Oh, bass. Woo! Oh, come here. Not a crappie. Ah. Bass under him too. Very important to get as far back underneath the boat as you can. A lot of times they'll lay right at the front of these boats where it's darkest. I need to quit talking. Start fishing. Keep missing fish. Black crappie. Most of the fish you catch out from under docks are going to be black crappie. Most of the time. Black crappie like docks. You will catch some white crappie out from under docks, but predominantly the ones I catch are blacks. Alright, one other thing about docks. You see my bail's open. When you shoot under that dock, a lot of times they're suspended. So you want to give your bait time to fall. You want to be patient, and then a slow, steady retrieve. And you're feeling for a thump, and you're also feeling for just dead weight. So a lot of times you'll feel just dead weight on the end of your line. That's a fish. So set the hook. A bunch of fish under these. Touched the surface. There he is. That's a good fish. Stay out, stay out. There we go. All right. Guys, don't be afraid to go shallow in the summer. Like I said, we're sitting in 10 feet right here, but there'll be some docks that I shoot that are 5-6 feet of water. Don't ever be afraid to go shallow. As long as there's shade and there's cooler water, the fish will still come. There's bait, there's shade, and there's structure. They've got everything they need. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Watch for our show next week. Subscribe down in the corner. We appreciate you guys watching. God bless.